to let's see if I can sit right there and be good. Oh yeah, good. Yeah, give me just a sec. Just a sec. What do I do with it? Oh, there it is. There it is. There you go. Maybe it ain't. Hold on. Well, you tell it's chilly here, can't you? Had to get it going. Maybe if it don't blow me up. See that poke. Keep poke. We'll get it going here. Slowly but surely. Maybe. Maybe. I think it's going to take off now. Maybe not. There's more life. There we go. That's what I was waiting on right there. In case you wonder, that's how you build a fire. Golly, that is. I can barely, guys. When I look at that, I'm not gonna look at it again for that simple reason. I can barely see the camera when I do, but it's super bright in that camera. It's extremely bright right here. Hey, hold on a minute. I'm wearing these for a reason. There we go. Now I can look at it. Oh my goodness. That's better. That's better. Yeah, that's it. It's just super bright. It's super bright. Hey, it's a rolling. That's going good. A little heat. Finally feels good. It's a little chilly here tonight, guys. It is. Yeah. Man, that is so bright, guys. Hold on, man. What'd I do with my other phone? I got another phone somewhere. Hold on. I may be able to read the comments. Hold on, man. I may be able to read the comments from here. Maybe. I'm not going to promise nothing, but maybe I can. Y'all can see I can adjust that light above me, too. And I accidentally did that. I didn't mean to do that. If I can't see the comments that good from here, then I'll jump up there, but here really soon, within the next week or so, I've got to, I think I can see the comments right here. I've got to upgrade like these block walls right here, believe it or not, and I know y'all can't see, but I'm like, there's a window right there that's like 4 foot high, so I'm actually sitting below all this block, and it honestly, it cuts out cell phone, it cuts out internet. I mean, it's crazy because I've got internet section on all around this building, whatever. But inside here, I guess this block, wow, it makes it really hard. But anyway, within the next week or so, I will be upgrading that. So when that happens, then I'll be able to read the comments. Should be with no lag or whatever, if y'all know what I'm saying. And look, last night, from my understanding, I found out, actually I had somebody send me a message while I was on my live feed last night, telling me that there was a big law enforcement presence over on Highway 36 down next to the Apple Shed gas station. And, I know I was on live for a little while, so I asked that guy, are they still there? And he said, well, to the best of my knowledge, and he'd sent me some screenshots, I guess some people maybe live around there or something. And so look, when I went over there, y'all seen what I seen on the video, and I found out that there was a little, I think, I don't get this wrong, I think it's a 6-year-old little girl and a 7-month-old little boy, somehow or another, was missing from right here last night, or around here last night. I don't know if it's like I never did find out whether, if like one of the parents or a relative or whatever maybe run with some kid. I don't know the story, but I do know they were found this morning, and everybody I've talked to, they told me that that's what all that was. And man, I'm telling you, I mean, whoever it was last night they done an amazing job, because like those kids were found this morning. But there was an awful lot of boots on the ground there last night. Like that was a lot of people, a whole lot of people, a lot of law enforcement. And yeah, there is 4 more missing here out of Tennessee. Yeah, 4 more missing. I got the Amber Alert. I don't know, it was maybe 2 hours ago, and I'm pretty sure they're out of Memphis, I think. So I don't know about like direction of travel or anything like that, but I do know. I'm pretty sure if you live in the area, everybody probably all got the same Amber Alert. If not, I did take a screenshot of it, and I can share it. If some of y'all didn't get it, I can take a screenshot of it and share it, because I did get it. Yeah, I did see that. There was another kid or a child, and I'm not sure if it was I'm pretty sure it was supposedly a mom or the dad, one of the two, had run with his little boy or something, and I heard that they was supposedly in Gatlinburg, which, it's not all that far from here, so I don't know, guys. It's too much. It's a lot for it to be happening right under our noses, and for us not to be seeing it. Somebody is seeing it. That's just the thing. Somebody is seeing it. Now, they may not realize it, but somebody is seeing it. I mean, you can't think about it. Right now, can you go anywhere without being seen down the highway? No. I don't care. Guys, I usually drive at night, and I choose to drive at night because there's less traffic on the road, right? And since all this, this big lie that's been going on around the world for the past over a year or whatever, since that's been going on, traffic is really, really went down. But even as bare as it is now, somebody's going to see you. There's somebody else out on that road too. You ain't the only one. I don't care where you're at. You're not the only one. So, that's like I said, so for this to be happening and this much, somebody's seeing it. So, are they involved? Is that why they're not talking? I don't understand, man. I don't understand how some of these people sleep at night. And like I said, maybe they don't know. Maybe you need to pay attention just a little bit more. How about that? I'm trying. I catch myself all the time, feel like I'm slacking, And it's crazy, I see little kids in the back of people's cars, and I'm all looking, just trying to look, just see what they look like. See if they look like any of these that I've recognized. I'm not sure what I'd do if I did see one that did, but I promise I wouldn't stay quiet about it. I wouldn't. It was, for the new people coming in, last night, all that disturbance was, it was a little 6-year-old girl and a little 7-month-old boy that had went missing right here. And, guys, I know it's hard to see on camera, but, I don't know if you've ever drove by and filmed anything like that before, but law enforcement don't take too kindly to, you having a camera up in their face when you're driving by. It's kind of like you're not supposed to have anything in your hands anyway. So, I've got that little window thing, so that's what I just basically was turning, and I know it's kind of hard to see, but in the parking lot, guys, there was a lot like. Yeah, but they did find them. They found them overnight. They were found. I found it. I don't know. 2 or 3 o'clock today is when I found out. But guys, I usually work all night long, or I'm up all night long regardless. So I found out it was around 1 or 2 or 3 o'clock, something like that. I actually shared the post on my page, but I still wasn't for sure if they were the same, you know. And then I asked later on, and everybody that I talked to, that's what they told me, that the little children that was missing from, now, the area right there where I was. Now, if you're familiar with, if you're local around here, you'll know that that presence is not at the Appleseed gas station. The Appleseed gas station is down the road a little ways, like a mile, maybe half a mile on the right from where they was. But from my understanding, earlier while I was live right here on this, there was helicopters flying over, and that's where the police presence was at that time. And then they moved up the road, and then that's, you know, I guess over an hour and a half later, I drive by, and that's where I see them. So if anybody's confused of why I said they were at the, you know, Appleseed gas station or whatever, from my understanding, the kids were missing. That's they live maybe behind it or something, around it or something. I don't know, guys. I mean, I don't know if they went missing from there. I don't know the whole story. And guys, I got to be honest. I'm really picky on who I believe this day and time. All the media lies, so I can't trust any of them, right? So I'm real picky, man. And sometimes information they won't tell you. So, you know, I wanted nothing more to pull in there last night and be like, hey, man, what's going on? Can I help? But they don't take too kindly to that. So I can go, but the trusted sources that I have, that's what I found out. Put this lighter back in there. Let me see if I can read a few of these. Lisa Mounts, I have no idea. I have no idea where they found him at. I don't know that either. That's what I'm saying. Information's hard to find. And the media around here is too much. I mean, they're focused on somebody's, you know, whether they get arrested or, you know, the missing parents, they're focused on their life and all that. They're not focused on the actual missing people around here. I mean, they was at one point in time, and then now they're actually trying to silence YouTubers. Like, they'll get a copyright claim on you if you share anything of theirs. Yeah, it's kind of messed up. I don't know, guys. The media's been bought and paid for. How else do you say it? They have. There's proof of it. When a media, when a news agency or whatever's lying every word out of their mouth, and they get, I don't care if it's just one lie, one's enough for me. And ain't nobody can say they've not heard every media in this country tell a lie. You can't say that. Because if you do say that, you're a liar. Because that, God in heaven knows that ain't true. What I'm saying is true. Every one of them's lied. Yeah. They're still lying to you right now. Now, they don't want me to say that, but it's the truth. It is. Yeah, I did see, I'd seen that the TBI actually had, I thought it was kind of cool that they had went back and edited and put found safe on front of the little kids' pictures that I'd shared, but I had no idea they were related. I didn't even know this was going on. Now, I did know there were some kids missing, but I didn't put two and two together and all that actually until today, and that's just because, like I said, my sources, I only trust a few people, guys. I don't know who, I can't help that the lack of truth has made me that way, and it has, you know, the lack of truth and the love of money. Let's say it like that. We'll call it for what it really is, the love of money has made me that way. And I'm not saying that I'm saying the media's love of money is the reason I can't trust any of them. Any of them. I don't care where they are, what part of the country they're in. I don't trust any of them. Any of them. You know, have y'all been paying attention today and yesterday and maybe the day before, but especially today? Did you pay attention to what was going on in Kenosha? That big clown show of a trial that's going on. Have y'all been watching that? I tell you guys, you know, video clearly shows that was nothing. If that boy hadn't done what he did, he would be dead right now. The video shows that. One was trying to take the gun away from him, to use it on him, that done threatened him. The other one that done hit him in the head with a skateboard twice and was trying to knock him out with it. So he shot that one. And the other one had a Glock 27, was pulling it up. If he hadn't shot him in the bicep, he'd have shot him there. So why are we allowing this poor 18-year-old kid to go through this? Why? Why are we allowing this? You realize it's our fault, right? Just because a bunch of little, what are we going to call them? A bunch of little babies, they got up there and throw temper tantrums, and this little guy was really there to help. And I say little guy, and he's bigger than me, but I say little guy because he's younger than me, okay? But he was really there to help. You can tell, even in the videos while he was there, he ran right out in the middle screaming, friendly, friendly, friendly. You know, I look at that, and that was that first time that guy has been to anything like that, to my recollection, you know, and he was just there to help. But I also look at that and wonder, man, look, I've been to over 80 of them. That could very easily be, I could very easily be in his shoes. The circumstances, thank God, have never failed that way, but I have been in predicaments where they almost did. They probably, yeah, I say they almost did. And thank God it didn't, but like I said, why we're allowing this poor little, let me call it for what it is. Why we're allowing the left to drag this little poor kid's face through the mud is beyond me. The defense, like if the prosecutors have jobs after this, I'll be very surprised. I get they live in one of the, let me see, how do I say this? They live in one of the uneducated cities, right? Sadly, we got a lot of them uneducated cities in this country. You may live in one of them. Sadly, we got a lot of them. And you know, Bible, which is sitting up there beside the phone, it tells us, you know, in the end times, the dumb people is going to get dumber and the ones with knowledge will get smarter. Are we not seeing that? Look around right now and think back the past 5 years, and who do you know that you know used to be dumb? That now, there's a box of rocks that's probably smarter. If you shake it up, you can get more sense out of that box of rocks than you can them. Do you actually know people like that? Because I do. And this little box right here that I'm on shows it daily. Shows it daily. Yeah. I see it. But there's a lot of these cities, bigger cities, that they're just uneducated, man. And sadly, there'll be many that'll always be uneducated. I don't know. And I guess Kenosha, I'm hoping, you'd have to be below probably a kindergarten grade level not to go ahead and dismiss trial all this. Because like I said, video don't lie, guys. Thank God for video cameras. I thank God for that, because without them, they'd have hung this little guy. You know it. There's a reason there's 400,000 hours or whatever of footage of January the 6th that they're not showing. There's a reason for that too. You know why? That's because a lot of these people that went out there and stood for truth and freedom, they wouldn't be in jail right now. If the video was allowed, they wouldn't be in jail right now. That's why it's not allowed. But eventually God's going to prevail on all this, man. All this evil is going to go down. I get excited. I can't wait sitting thinking for that eastern sky just to bust open and God come back. Because I can't wait to see a few people's heads start rolling. Literally. When God comes back on that big white horse, I hope he's got a whip and he's just wrapping it around people's neck and yanking, and their whole head just flies off, and there they go. Because that's what's going to happen to these evil people. Devil probably be one of them. Might be how he's destroyed, but I can't wait for that, man. There's so much evil out here, and a lot of y'all just sit back and never say nothing about it, A lot of y'all sit back and think you're going to pray your way into heaven. I got news for you. It takes action behind them prayers. David didn't kill Goliath by praying to God that rock would get up and throw itself. It takes action behind everything. It takes action behind me even moving around. Deep inside, there's other parts in action moving all the time. And it won't stop until I stop. I asked last night. I had a question for y'all. Where's, I said a few minutes ago I've been to over 80 rallies, whatever, riots, whatever you want to call this junk. I've been to both rallies and riots. I look at it and I've seen and stood for pieces of concrete in the ground. Now, I'm not saying that I wouldn't do it all over again, because I don't think our history, I think by this generation coming up not getting taught the real history, is it one of the reasons we're in the situation we're in, is because the left don't know anything about history. They don't want to know anything about history. Especially the truth side of it, they don't want that. Oh man, I was making sure that phone did something, man. I guess it's still good. Yeah, I guess it's still live. That phone, it kind of flashed and it said reconnected. I guess we're still up. Yeah, I'm waiting for another comment. Okay, there we go. Okay, thanks, Daniel. I appreciate that, man. I was waiting. I don't know what happened. And actually, that comment and this one was in line. So as of right now, we're good. But I did lose train of thought. I just don't know what we're doing. Oh, I know what I was saying. I was saying, talking about our history and that, they don't teach it. And, I've been all over this country standing because they tried to take down monuments that stood for history. When those people put those there, they put them there for a reason. It was a memorial, so you'll never forget it. Because once history's forgotten, it will repeat itself. Okay, that's just how that works. But what I'm getting at with all that is that I have stood for a piece of concrete, right? And in my mind, that piece of concrete is nowhere near what's going on. I mean, my gosh, a rock, a chunk of what's going on right now. But it's just like, you're wondering why they come. You're wondering why, let me think how to say this. I gotta watch how I word things. You wonder why your kid, you wonder why they're coming after your grandkids so hard now? Yeah, are you wondering why? They just, and I'm not going to get on that topic because I'm not going to say it, but y'all know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. You know why they're coming after the kids so hard? It's because the parents never put up a fight when they done it to us. And I'm not a parent, but I'm the same age group, so I have to say us, right? I have to say us. I'm included in this. I can't do it by myself, though. But there's been no fight. There's been no rebuttal. There's been nothing. Just, okay. And look, man, I've got family, friends, neighbors, everybody getting ready to be jobless. That blows my mind, man. It blows my mind. And all I guess I can say is, well, maybe the next thing will open their eyes. Whatever, because I promise you, they're not going to stop. We've done give them an inch, they're going to take about 40 miles. That's one thing about it. They're evil, but they don't care to work. They don't care to put the boots on the ground. They don't care to come together and actually team up for that. They don't care to do that. And they're on the wrong side. They're on the evil side. It's sad that the right side can't do that. That's sad. It makes me mad. It really does. It frustrates me really much. Yeah, it's just frustrating, You don't realize it, but by you being stuck in your own little bubble and going to your normal 8 to 5 and eating the same 2 or 3 things every night of the week and taking the kids to the same ball practice every night of the week and going to church on Sundays and Wednesdays, you get stuck in this little routine and you don't ever look outside of it. I get a lot of you say, I don't have time. You better make time. You better make time. Because I promise you, they're making time. Open your eyes. I don't know what other really facts you need. Okay, hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. Well, we will question this together. Okay. I'm gonna get. I want to ask y'all. You all can tell me. Okay. And we can hear it right here, right from a horse's mouth. I got it on video right here. Y'all give me just a second to find this. I watched it earlier for a little bit, and I mean I'm so confused. Maybe you all, maybe somebody else has got an answer. Maybe I'm looking at it wrong. So give me just a second here, and I'm still looking. Okay, here we go. Let's see. Let me think back here. Was that like 13 minutes in? Okay, let me think. And I'm actually going to bring the phone up there so y'all can hear this. Let me see. Let me see if I'm at the right. It's making me watch an ad here. Give me just a second. But look, this is a so-called commander-in-chief right here. I'm going to let y'all listen to him, and you explain to me what he's talking about, because I don't understand it. And I'll explain to you why I don't understand it.
It creates a real problem.
Can y'all hear this?
On the one hand, we're facing new disruptions to our supplies.
Just listen.
At the same time, we're also experiencing higher demand for goods because wages are up, as well as people have money in the bank. Because
Wait a minute. He said wages are up. Wages are up, as well as people having money in the bank. What? Wages are up, as well as people having money in the bank. Okay? I just got done saying before I showed you this video, I know all kinds of my friends, family, and neighbors. Some of them has already lost their jobs. Some of them's getting ready to lose their jobs. So, right there, we can start right there. How does that statement make sense? If I've got friends, families, and neighbors getting ready to lose their jobs, how do they have more money in the bank right now? Can anybody, I mean, I'm not looking, I'm watching these comments right here. Can anybody explain that? Yes, people are suffering bad. Small business, I know several small businesses right now, like small businesses that if I had the money, I wouldn't hesitate to back them 100% because I know that if they had what they needed and they can't get because the financing and the stinking banks are so high, but if they had it, son, it'd be solid. I could charge interest and I wouldn't do that, but they'd probably pay it if somebody would a little bit. I mean, a bank's gonna charge it, but I would trust these people with it. But this government up here, man, they put so many taxes on all this stuff. They've made it so hard for the small man to survive, okay? Look, I owned a trucking business in the Obama years and lost it in the Obama years. So I know I've got a little taste. I got a little bitty taste of it, okay? I'm sure it's probably worse now because this is Obama 2.0, 4.0, whatever. I get that, right? But I got a little taste of it. But hold on, let's listen some more, okay? Because I want y'all to hear this.
American families have been able to buy more products.
American families buy more products.
Not going out to dinner and lunch and going to local bars because of COVID. So what are they doing?
Whoa. They ain't going to local bars and all that, and he's blaming it on COVID. That's because he closed the doors. Well, he don't tell you that. He don't tell you that part. He's blaming that on us.
Buying product. Well, with more people with money buying product and less product to buy, what happens? The supply chain's the reason. The answer is you guys. I'll get to that in a minute. But what happens? Prices go up. So we got nearly 20% more goods coming into the country than we did before the pandemic struck.
Whoa. He's trying to say right now, we got 20% more goods coming in this country than we did before the pandemic. And we got 900 ships around this country right now. We've never had that. A year and a half ago, they wasn't 900 ships around there like they are right now. And these ports backed up for months. How's that statement true right there? Who's wrong, me or him? Y'all seen the boats out there, didn't you? Who's wrong, me or him? How can it be 20% more? Wait. Is he talking about 20% more boats out in the ocean? That's probably, okay. We'll let him slide on that one, okay? We'll let him slide.
Excuse me, COVID-19 has changed the way we spend our time and our money.
Oh my gosh. Did you hear that? Said it's changed the way we spend our time and money. Okay, let's let him keep talking.
Delivered than ever before. That's because people have a little more breathing room than they did last year. And that's a good thing. But it also means we got higher.
It's a good thing to have less breathing room. That's a good thing. It is when they're ripping freedoms away.
Demand for goods at the same time we're facing disruptions in the supplies to make those goods. This is a recipe for delays and for higher prices.
You know why? You know why we're facing disruptions? It's because, well, I mean, not only here, all across the world, people are out of work and out of jobs and lost everything because of this Chinese junk.
And people are feeling it.
Yeah, they're feeling it.
So everything you're paying this much for a gallon of gas?
Listen.
In some parts of California, they're paying $4.50 a gallon. That's why it's so important we do everything in our power to stabilize the supply chain.
Yeah, kill another pipeline.
Yesterday, I spoke with the CEOs, personally spoke with the CEOs.
Listen, guys, listen to this.
Major retailers, Walmart, Target, and the leading freight movers, FedEx and UPS. They assured me that the shelves will be stocked in stores this holiday because they signed on a 24/7 as well. They signed on 24/7. And they provide more avenues. They're getting more of their containers off the ports quicker
Bull.
than ever before.
That's a lie.
There's a lot of stuff on the ports that was sitting around, staying there. Why? Because it no longer was the product they need at this moment. And it doesn't cost them anything to leave it sitting at the port rather than their warehouse. That's moving as well.
Sounds like he told one of his tricks right there to me.
My port envoy, John Picari, who was Secretary of Transportation here for 2 governors. John has worked
Y'all keep
with the
listening.
operators, the shippers, shipping companies and unions, and retailers to speed commerce so they get products to stores and to your doors, and to get the shelves fully stocked this holiday season. Instead of
Wait a minute. Hold on. Okay. All right, guys. Let me ask you this. Where you live right now, how are your shelves looking right now? Where you live? Because I'll tell you, where I live, they're getting bare. And that's everywhere. Everywhere I go. I mean, I'm having issues finding cat food. I'm having issues finding dog food. So, guys, look, I'm a truck driver, okay? Okay, I'll say I'm a part-time truck driver. Let's say it like that, because that's what I do right now. I got buddies that drive trucks, okay? I got buddies that own companies. I got a lot of friends. I've been driving 20 years, so I've made a lot of truck driving buddies over the past 20 years. They don't lie. Nothing's changing. They're sitting because they can't get loaded. And so with all that said, how are the shelves going to be completely full? Guys, today's November. I mean, if you think about it, in less than a blink of an eye, Thanksgiving's going to be here. Then you're going to put that Christmas tree up. I mean, the boats are not coming into dock fast enough. So therefore, I think he just lied. But let's just keep listening.
seeing folks start to work together.
Work together, my honey.
Railroads, ocean liners, labor, state and local governments. Progress has already begun, and now we passed the bipartisan infrastructure bill, the deal. It's only going to accelerate. You've heard me say it before. Infrastructure used to be rated in the United States as the best in the world when I got to the Congress.
Listen.
But today, according to the World Economic Forum, you know where we rank in infrastructure? 13th in the world. 12 countries in the world.
Yeah, he just got mad and screamed right there.
Modern, efficient infrastructure in
Y'all
the
heard him.
United States of America.
Don't act like you love this country, you piece of trash. Come on now. He actually tells the Marines happy birthday today after he left them over there to die.
And it's been operating for 315 years. By the way, got any Marines or any former Marines? Raise your hand.
See here.
Well, if you're here as a Marine, happy birthday. It's your 247th birthday in the United States Marine Corps.
Yeah, congratulations. You killed him. You left him to die.
This Corps is
I don't know how you can stand up, guys. Man, look.
being a real
Y'all already know, man, when it comes to my veteran buddies and our military, man, I don't take that lightly, man. And I've got buddies of mine, and I've got veteran buddies of mine that's reached out to me over this coward's decision, and they told me that they didn't think that any of their fight was ever any good. That they thought it was all a waste and this and that, because they said that they had guys that had kids died over there. Because this fool, I mean, he's just a fool. I don't know what else to say. But he can get on there and tell them happy birthday, and at the same time, pat the illegals on the back, give them money, right? That's what he's wanting to do. $450,000 a piece. But I've got American brothers and sisters right here losing everything. Why is that okay? And why? How can you sleep? How can you go to sleep tonight if you think it is? I don't understand, guys. Where am I seeing this wrong? Can somebody tell me? Yeah, I mean, does the future, your kids and grandkids' future, do you just don't care? You just want to throw your hands up and say phooey on it? You think you're going to be dead and gone, you ain't got to worry about it? Deep down, is that what it is? Some of y'all too selfish to admit it, but I know for a fact for some of y'all that's what it is. You don't care nothing, you don't want to get your kids involved in it because you know you're too old and gone. And I've actually had a few tell me that's the reason I say it like that, because I'm so astonished. Like, what difference does it make? I'm going to be gone anyway. And I'm thinking, wow, man, that's kind of selfish right there, because, I mean, that's your kids. I mean, you should care about their future and want them to have a good life. And at least be free. At least be free. Hey. I don't know, man. These videos right here might go down in the archives of the red-headed, redneck white supremacists from Tennessee, because I've already been labeled white supremacist all over this country anyway. But if we let this stuff keep going down this road, that's what I'll be labeled, along with many others. There's going to be all labeled like that, History's what we make it. You understand? We're writing history right now. Every day. This fumbling idiot talking was history today. Even though what he says don't make sense, it's still history. Even though we don't like it, it's still history. 10 years from now, and I probably think it might even be sooner than that, but we're going to look back, and the media at that time, hopefully, will be reporting and saying, wow, that was the biggest scandal the world's ever seen, da-da-da-da-da. Mark my words, man. Everybody knows the truth. I mean, you ain't got to hide it no more. The truth's out there. When Durham's talking about it, and you've got all that, it's out there. I know. Like my local media channels, they're not reporting on it. No. They're not reporting on it. Tomorrow, they'll be reporting that the little missing girl here's family, her mom and dad went on the Dr. Phil show. That'll be headlines tomorrow, because that comes on tomorrow. That'll be the headlines on my media tomorrow. Yeah, not anything this buffoon is doing to not only mine and your freedom, but theirs as well. They're just too stupid to understand. Just like I said, the uneducated cities a few minutes ago, well, there's some of them around me as well. Do you live in one of them uneducated cities? Or it might not be a city, might be a little town. There's some of them as well. But I say this, guys, Virginia gives me hope. Virginia gives me hope because, back when 12, 14 years ago, when they turned that blue, I didn't think we'd ever see it go red again. And it shows me that as of right now, there's still a lot of us real Americans left. And Virginia's a prime example of that. So all my Virginia brothers and sisters, I appreciate y'all, man. Y'all stepped up and you showed, Something I don't know where I can find it, where he says this. Give me a second. It's only 5 more minutes, so.
26 years old.
Guys, listen, you hear me say, and I'm just going to let this play in the background. Y'all hear me say all the time that they don't hide nothing. They tell us everything they're going to do. And the difference is that they actually do it. They do it. I think a lot of us but we try to call their bluff and think they don't. But I can't remember in the past 5 years anything they said that they wasn't going to do. But this man is doing everything he said he was going to do. He is. We were warned that this was going to happen. Hold on, let me keep listening right here.
That means in addition to more good jobs being filled,
He says something right here I want y'all to hear.
delivery faster and lower prices. It's about taking a long-term view of our economy to deliver lower cost, more jobs, and ensure our shelves are stocked with product. The longer-term view means building greater resilience to withstand both the shocks and disruptions that we can anticipate as the world continues to change.
Listen.
Pandemics, weather extremes, cyber attacks, whatever else comes our way, they're all going to come our way.
Boom! Did you hear that right there? Did you hear that right there? His dementia kicked in right there, and he just told on them. What did he say? Pandemics, cyclones, and whatever. They're all coming our way. They're coming. He knows. They knew this one was coming. He just told on themselves. So when the new one pops up, don't say he didn't warn us, because he did. Now, that's like I say, man, everything that they say. Hey, I seen somebody did a super chat. I don't know who that was, but thank you so much. Whoever it was, thank you so much. I can't see it. I can't see it right here. If I have to, I'll jump up there and scroll back. Let me see if I can see it right here. Yeah. Oh, that's Brandy. I think that's Brandy. I can barely see the comment, but I think it's Brandy. Yep, I'm right. Hey, thank you, Brandy. I remember your profile picture. I remember before I actually clicked on it and it showed me your name. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Guys, I don't know what else to say. They're giving us their rule book. You know, I'm pretty sure, I was seeing an email. I don't know if I can get to it on this phone. Maybe I can, maybe I can't. Let me check. I was seeing an email the other day of the 6 phases. And she's in here. I know she's in here. I'm not going to say her name. But I'm going to look at this email right here. And guys, it's basically a 6 phase. They're in phase 5 right now. This is phase 5 right now. From November to March is supposedly this phase 5. And if I look back, phase 1 through 4 is exactly phase 1 through 4. And they're on 5. It just goes to 6, guys. It goes to 6. I don't know what else to tell you. I believe a lot of y'all think this is just a joke, and you think it's, you know, I've heard so many people tell me, oh man, I can't get involved in politics, man. I don't want involved in that. Well, you know what? If you're a real American, you'll get involved in politics. If you're a real Christian, you have to get involved in politics. And before anybody comes at me and says, oh, religion and politics don't go together, let me tell you something. Back since the beginning of time, they've been politics. When Jesus was here, that's more political than I've ever seen in my life. That was politics, baby. So whoever don't like that, I'm sorry. That was politics. Just because they was called kings and queens and this and that, and now it's governors and presidents, you know, same thing. Still politics, any way you look at it. Right? So, if you've ever been one of them, maybe that just opened your eyes. I hope it did. You need to get involved. Because the difference is, like I said, they're involved, the other side's involved, and they're going to be involved. If you don't get involved, they're just going to run over us. Notice I said us. I don't know, guys. It's like I said, you know, for you all that have followed me for the past 5 years, you know where I'm coming from because y'all been right there with me. And y'all, a lot of y'all are way past me as far as, you know, fed up. I get it. But guys, I don't see nothing. Nothing. I don't see nothing but acceptance. That's all I see. I don't know. I was trying to find that email, guys, and look, I'm on my backup phone, and it's not updated the way I don't think it's supposed to be. So I may not even have. I know it's on that phone, but y'all just take me for what I'm saying. Is if you look at this 6-phase process, just believe me when I say we're in stage 5. We just started stage 5, or phase 5 rather. Phase 5, stage 5, whatever they look at it as. There's 6 of them. That's it. We're in 5 now. And I wrote back and I looked. It's got it all laid out in black and white. Look, if you want me to send it to you, my email, jackhammer4979@gmail.com. Email me and I'll email you what I'm talking about if you want to know. And that's the best way I can prove it to you. But we're in phase 5 right now. It only goes to 6. And, once it gets to 6, you know how China's got the facial recognition system and they're on that credit score and all that? That's what they're wanting here. Y'all, I mean, is it going to take that for y'all to say no? I mean, I kind of feel like we're going to be a little bit lucky because us older people, if it ever got to that, and look, I'm going to say this. If it ever did get to that, okay, I feel that us older people are going to have an advantage because, look, we know what freedom is. First off, we know what we've lost. So they're going to start us off really old. But your kids, they're going to start getting judged at a young age, and that never leaves. Like there's people over there in that country that they can't get money, they can't work, they can't buy cars, they can't, all because they made one mistake in life. Excuse me. All because they made one mistake in life or something. I mean, it's probably something stupid, over there. I mean, that's what I'm getting at. Is that's what they're trying to do here, guys. That's their goal. And I mean, if you want to know, I told you my email. Send me an email. I'll forward that when I got to you. And you can read it yourself. And from what that email says, if I look back through 1 through 4 of the phases, I can read everything that has been going on the past year and a half, and it's happened. So, if I look at that, I mean, man, we're already starting phase 5. Do I really want to question if 1 through 4 was real and take a chance on 5 and 6 actually happening? Or I mean, what? Y'all understand? I don't know, man. It don't make sense to me. Where are the real Americans at? All these, I mean, there's like 100 million of us at least left, I know. Where y'all at? What are y'all doing? I don't understand. Guys, I don't commit no crimes. I'm a law-abiding, 100% law-abiding citizen. And I'm not saying, there's a such thing in our Constitution. There's a such thing as we're allowed to peacefully protest in this country. We're allowed that. Sadly, their side don't want to even acknowledge the Constitution exists. I get that. Well, with enough numbers, it don't matter what they acknowledge. We've seen that on January 6th. January 6th scared them to death, is what it did. And I'll be honest, everybody up there was standing for truth and your freedoms. And when they got locked up, D.C., well, I mean, remember what happened when George Floyd and all that? Well, put your mind where I think it should go. That times 10. Times 10. But just like I said a few minutes ago, you wonder why they come in after your kids and your grandkids so hard? Because they wasn't no fighting you. You just ease back and say, come on, go ahead and lay it to them. That's what you did? Yeah? Yeah, you did. Yes, you did. Now, wait. It might not have been you. You might have been that one that said, no, but I get you're like me. Now, us together, along with others, might be able to make a change. I don't care what law it is in this country, whether we like it or we don't. It took a big group of people to get that accomplished. And that's like I said, whether you agree with the laws or you don't. And while we're sitting back allowing some of this junk, we know it's junk. We know it's junk. It's beyond me. I don't know, man. I'd love to be able to hit this live button and come on and actually talk about something else. I don't know what it may be, but yeah, I feel that, man. That I feel and I see, and time is showing that it's running out. Let's just say it like that. It's running out. And I feel, I don't really care how I go down in history. I'm going to go down in history as fighting for God, and as long as He knows that, that's all that matters to me. You can write what you want, the Organian or whatever, that stinking bunch of idiots out there, the uneducated ones, whatever that news is called out there. I was on the front page of white supremacists and, all that. And they can label me that. That's fine. I'll wear that proudly, You're probably screaming white supremacists while them flames are devouring your hind end too. Maybe that may be the last thing you remember. I pray that you get on the right side before then. But if you don't, that's what's going to happen. It's just that simple. Guys, I'm not on here to be your friend. I'm not on here to sugarcoat stuff for you. I'm not. I've got plenty enough friends to do me a lifetime. I don't need any more. Now, if it turns into a friendship over the way, which a few of us have, I count that as a blessing. I do. But I'm not on here looking for friends, okay? And I noticed last night that evidently it was a few other actual YouTubers, because I looked at their pages. A few of them was actually covering summer and this and that. Now, they was evidently, I'll say it like this, they was probably just starting out, I guess, or I imagine. And they were jealous because they can't hit the like button and get 40 people watching them, and I can. And I appreciate y'all for that. But I don't know what to tell them. Just hit the button to tell the truth. It's what I do. I ain't nobody special. I ain't never said I was. I wish to God I didn't have to come on here and do this, really. But man, some of y'all I can see with my own eyes. Like I said, I live every day out in the world just like y'all do. I watch, but I pay attention. And I notice things. And right now, there's nobody talking about what they should be focused on. And the reason I know that is because I don't hear it. Nobody's saying nothing. Now I will say here recently, I've had a whole lot more people reaching out. Saying, man, I've had enough. Enough's enough, man. What do we do? What do we do? And I'm just like, well, I don't know yet. I don't know yet. But with numbers, we can change these red lights to pink tonight if we wanted to. Well, maybe not tonight. Tomorrow. Take them a while to get them hung up. But by tomorrow evening, we could have them all changed to pink, purple, blue tonight by tomorrow evening if we wanted to. But it'd take us all tonight to go out in the street and be telling that. Now notice I didn't say go out in the street and do anything bad or demolish anything like that. I just said be present. That's all it takes. I've seen it happen over in Europe quite a bit. I'm pretty sure I've seen it happen. I'll come in and I pray for them people so hard. But they're a lost cause. They're done. They have no defense. Okay? They're done. You're going to do what your government tells you to do. You have no choice. We still have a choice here. We still have a choice here. You see what my shirt says? I didn't realize I had this on. That's a fact. Like I said a few minutes ago, I don't have any kids, but I got nieces. And man, I look at their future. And I tell you, if we can't change something, guys, it's going to get, it's going to be bad times. I mean, we're going to be living in them too. The difference is you're going to be so old and gray and wrinkled up. They're going to kick you over in a hole, give you a little piece of bread and water every day and watch you die. That's what will happen. Sad thing is, a lot of these people on the left, man, I've met some good people on the left. I really have, some really good people. It's not like I said, I can't help it they're not educated. That's their issue, You don't get no smarter in the Bible if you don't read it. I won't get no better at playing guitar if I don't practice, right? I won't get no better singing if I don't train to get my vocal cords strengthened up, right? It's the same with everything. If you want to learn, the information's out there. You know, I've had people message me and be like, man, I didn't expect, I'll be honest with you, I underestimated you. I've seen you, and I didn't expect you to think like and talk the way you do. And they might be referring to my accent a little bit, this and that, but guys, I do my homework, okay? I'm not going to come, just like I said a few minutes ago, I don't understand how some people sleep at night. I got to lay down and go sleep just like y'all do. So there's no way I'm going to get on here and steer anybody wrong, you know? I've never been above saying I'm sorry. If I'm wrong, show me where I'm wrong. I'll make it right. There's a difference between me and a lot of people. A lot of people at this dead time don't even know what the word sorry is. It's not in their vocabulary. Much less can they say it, you know? But I'll never get on here and try to mislead anything. Y'all heard what I played you right there. I called out what I thought about it. And like I said, he's not smart. That's not a smart man. He's not. And here's something else I'm gonna throw at you guys, okay? I've been hearing all these people say, man, hey, 2024 gets here, man, it'll be good. It's going to be an honest and fair election. Okay? Oh, you're probably going to be right about that because they got caught this time. You're probably going to be right about that. But you know what? How many millions can they get in here between now and then? Then it will be legit. You realize that, right? Do you realize they're doing everything for a reason? And this has been planned for a long time. You realize that? Y'all think, really, that 2020 or maybe even 16 was the first rigged what have you. I got news for you. They've been doing this for years. 2016 is the first time they got caught. They've been rigging them for years. It only makes sense how Obama was in there 2 times in a row. It makes sense now. I get it. I understand now. Now, they're not going to tell you that. But I bet you 20 years from now they will. Yeah. 20 years from now, you're probably going to be finding out stuff we're living. Well, our mind won't be able to comprehend today, probably, but yeah, I'd say that pretty much be the gist of it. I mean, yeah, are y'all, besides the many examples I got, okay, we heard for 4 years that the man we voted to put in office 2 times was colluded with Russia. And then come to find out, Obama and Biden and what was his name? I said his name last night. Whatever his name is, Jake Sullivan. Yeah, there's an indictment for him right now, and he's third in command. He's working in our White House right now, and he really colluded with Russia. But we're fine with that, right? You know what? I can remember the first time anything about the lie was said. The daggum streets was full of people saying, F Trump, F Trump. I seen it, guys. I was part of a lot of them on the other side. I was on Trump's side. But I seen that a lot. All because of lie. And we get the daggum truth and can't do nothing about it. Blows my mind, man. Am I making sense? Am I coming in loud and clear? I love my man cave, guys. I can be as loud as I want, do what I want. Obviously, my fire went out. Well, it's kind of smolder. I got sidetracked by this, and then I just let that fire burn out. That's all right. It's warm in here. But do y'all understand? Am I making sense? Guys, it's your life too. It's your life too, okay? I don't care what side you're on. If you watch this and you're a lefty, you probably already hate me and you've done left. But if you look around this long, I love you too. I care about you too. Otherwise, I just tell the truth now. If I didn't care about you, I'd tell you about it, promise. But I do honestly care, you know. Our job as Christians is supposed to bring people to God. And right now, the biggest people I see that don't know Him is the left. Their vote proves that. They know, I mean, that's bottom line. You can't be a Christian and murder babies. Okay? End of discussion. We're not talking about it no further. That's it. Bottom line. And then you vote one in office? Golly. I don't know, I'd repent if I was you. Anybody got any prayer requests? And guys, look, I know I've been kind of all over the place. There's a lot more on my mind. I'm just trying to really bite my tongue, so to say, because I have to. Because I don't have the freedom to come on here and say exactly what I want to say. I've got to use other means and y'all know, I've had to do it tonight. And that's one of our freedoms. Wait, y'all don't realize it. A lot of y'all don't do videos. But if you did, you'd see that you really got to watch what you say. And I mean, guys, I'm trying to be respectful and nice to everybody. I understand the truth is hard to hear sometimes. But when your future is in that truth, I think it matters. Am I wrong? If your future's in that truth, it should matter. I think. I don't know, guys. I don't, like I said, I don't think our brothers and sisters, our American brothers and sisters, shouldn't be losing their jobs right now because somebody's having a temper tantrum and not getting their way. You know? I got news for you. This redneck hillbilly ain't doing nothing they want to do. I ain't yet. So, why they think I'd start? There's several places that I've been inside that I'm supposed to wear a mask and I don't. The people that own the place know better to tell me to. Because I'm going to, you know what, one of them said something and you know what I did? I think I said it on another live stream. Guys, you know, I'm all about these analogies and this and that, and in my mind I was thinking, well, you know what? She's not going to believe me. And it was a woman, was a lady, she's really nice. I was like, well, she's not going to believe me unless I've got proof. So, she had her mask on, and I farted. Right in front of her, I farted. And I said, did you smell that? She said, yeah. And I said, well, that was between boxers, jeans, and your mask. And you're trying to tell me that works? That virus is a whole lot smaller than that fart, but you smelled it. Is that mask working for you? I love to prove people wrong, guys. If that mask worked, the virus is smaller than a fart. That's a fact. She smelled the fart. You mean tell me the virus is going to say, whoa, get away, don't go, it's got a mask on. No. Come on, guys. Science don't lie. The idiots lie to you and you all listen. And I'm just telling you the truth. That's God's honest truth, what I did. It worked. She said, you made a believer out of me. And I was like, well, I wasn't trying to be rude or anything, but I figured that's a pretty good little science experiment. That's kind of how I worded it. And she laughed and I laughed, and you know, we both went on our day, and it was kind of, you know, even on my way out, I apologized. I was like, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That was a good one. You got to admit. I know it was bad, but you know, if it's a bunch of us guys standing around, somebody be patting me on the back and be like, man, yeah. But no, hell, that's a little. That might have been a little too much information for some of y'all. I don't know, but I'm just telling you the truth. And it's a good example. If you wear the mask, fart. If you smell it through that mask, look up. What's smaller, the virus or a fart? It's going to say the virus. Well, if a fart can get through, you know the virus can. Debunked. That's the jackhammer experiment. maybe we can get that hashtag going. Jackhammer experiment. And then they come ask me what it is. They just watch this video right here. Oh, that's pretty funny. Yeah. Yeah, guys, you know, I usually, I use these analogies and stuff because I like that stuff with me. It's just a whole lot easier to learn, you know. I'm one of these hands-on people. It's a lot easier for me to learn hands-on. So if you can use these analogies, and if I can look at stuff maybe at a little different perspective than I was looking at it in my own mind, it's a whole lot easier. Now, I'm not saying go fart on people. Don't do that. Don't do what I did, you know. I'll be honest with you, my stomach is just really hurting, and I really couldn't hold it, so I didn't really have a whole lot of choice in the matter. So she was going to smell it anyway. I just thought I'd be honest, you know. It was kind of one of them deals. But, yeah, I don't know. I'd say maybe they might have been Okay, 50% of me wanted to do it just to prove a point, and then the other 50% was, well, my stomach was kind of upset. So we'll leave it at that. But I was asking, I know anybody else got any more prayer requests? And Jesus farted too, guys. So don't try to crucify me over that, okay? Everybody farts. It's just how, hey, our so-called commander-in-chief loves to do it over in England, don't he? He goes all out, though, from what I hear. I mean, he usually goes all out, and then at the end he's like, toot, 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 before he leaves. That's what I understand. So look, hey, if he can do it and everybody loves it and the media praises and all this, why can't I, right? Look, I'm definitely not trying to copy that or get nowhere near that foolish. I'm not. That was not a good example, but it's a sad example, sadly. But look, it is what it is. That did happen. That is true with him. That is what happened over. I can't see that. Well, let me go right here. Maybe I won't have to get up. Lisa Mounts, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Thank you. Hey, I'm gonna try my best. They don't like it. They don't like what I'm talking about. They don't. You know, there's a reason I'm not allowed on Facebook. I mean, yeah, I can do Facebook Lives and stuff on this so-called new account. I mean, it's fairly new to me. But it wasn't nothing like I used to. Like, man, I've had so many Facebook accounts because they don't like the truth. I hate it. I hate it for them. Some of y'all spouses, whether it's your husbands or wives, you just had it. They've had it because I put some ideas in some people's heads now. Hey, just tell them, hey, it's a jackhammer experience. Didn't they tell you? Just, hey, listen, do it. And when they smell it, tell them why. You know, the whole mask and it's just a jackhammer experience. You didn't know? I thought everybody knew. No. I mean, after tonight, they should know. Or make up your own name. You can call it whatever you want. Call it your name experience. Whatever. I don't care. I just had to prove a point to let them know with it. I wasn't going to be an idiot. I'm not going to be walking around looking uneducated. And I don't know what to call these people that ride around by themselves in a car with one on. That's aliens. Zombies. Let's see, what's another word? Lost. Maybe, what's another good word? Terrified. That ain't funny, but it is. No. Man, I don't know, guys. You know, a lot of people are laughing at a lot of this stuff, and as funny as, I mean, I don't know what to laugh or cry, really. We all should be crying our eyes out, really, because it's really that bad. But yeah, we really don't need to get in a laughing state and stay there. We need to bounce back and forth from time to time, but you gotta get back to that real side and look at that. It's really sad as well. I mean, we're an embarrassment to the whole world right now. An embarrassment. And I'm not saying the president's an embarrassment. I'm saying the American people is an embarrassment to the world right now. Because the rest of the world is counting on the American people to fix it for them, hopefully. Guys, if we go down, it's over. We're it. We're the last stronghold left. The stronghold left. We're it. That's it. Nothing else. No more. Y'all don't think about stuff like that. I mean, I understand. A lot of people think they got, they're going to live up their 80s and 90s, and life's always going to be kind of like this. Yeah, gas might go up to $4, it'll go back down to $1, it'll go back up. No, y'all understand. It's going to come to a point where it's like there is a point of no return. Y'all understand that? I mean, that's like with these laws they're passing. You know how hard them are to get changed back? That's really, it's sometimes takes years to get a law changed back to the way it was. It took them one night to change it in. It took them one night to put that law in. It takes 3 years to change it back. You know how many people could get in trouble with that in that 3-year period? They could run lives. They got agendas, and I mean, Guys, you educate yourself. Look into what's going on. And I tell you, somebody that I am looking to for real, that Benny Johnson, and he's on Facebook and YouTube. Benny Johnson. He's getting sources, and I mean, man, if you watch Fox News, that what I showed you right there was Fox, okay? So if you watch Fox News, they're reporting a little bit this and that, but there's a lot of truth that they're not reporting on, okay? They're not reporting on anything I've talked about in this video, and my local media is not either. My local media will be reporting that Don and Candace is on the Dr. Phil show. They went to California, got on. That'll be headlines tomorrow, probably from the Johnson City Press. More than likely, I would say. That's what happens around here, man. They don't care if that little girl's gone missing, really, I don't think, because they focus more on themselves than they are her. They're more about the money, what I see. And look, I can only call it the way they're acting and by what they're doing. That's all I can do, you know. I don't care if the owners of one of them watch me and like me and stand for everything I do. Supposedly that's the case, but your actions are not showing it, okay? You've been bought. Money is not important. Not that important. If it was my news station, you'd report the facts, or it wouldn't come on. I don't care if it took me plumb down to me having to come on here and doing the news this way. There's no money at all. As long as it's the truth, that's what I do. But no, that ain't what I see. I see money taking over. It's all about the money. All about the views now, right? Yeah. That ain't right, guys. That ain't right. So, until you jump over on the right bandwagon, I don't support you. And I don't want nothing to do with you. And I'm watching you. You know, eventually, you probably going to have to answer for some of these lies. Because see, guys, that's the thing about these videos, man. They never go away. They're always there, especially on TV. So, like I said, 10 years from now, we come back and they say, oh, that's all a big lie, and they lied about this, and they lied about this, and they lied about this. Do these reporters that's doing it now think they're going to be dead and gone before this happens? Like they're going to live their old age? Is that how long they think it's going to be before the truth's found out? I mean, because I know it now. I know it now. I don't know, man. Anybody else got any prayer requests, guys? Because I can go on. I mean, I can bounce back and forth. And if you get me on politics, we'll be here all night. All night. Because I know a lot of stuff, guys. I've done my homework. I've really dug into politics the past 5 years. And I hate it. I absolutely despise it. I never, ever had any interest whatsoever in politics. And that was my mistake. That was one of my biggest mistakes. Because I promise, if I got into it 20 years ago, I'd be the mayor of where I'm at right now. I'd be the mayor. Because I promise you, next go around, right here where I live, not coming up, but the next go around, my name will be on some ballot somewhere right here. I don't know if it's going to be on the school board. I don't know what it's going to be for. It's going to be on something though. And I never thought I'd ever say that. I never thought I'd have any interest. But the way I see things going, it's sad that just normal Americans, redneck hillbillies, have to get involved. That's sad, guys, but that's where we're at. So if you're watching this and you're, yeah, think about what I just said. A redneck hillbilly right here from these Appalachian Mountains has been involved the past 5-6 years now. A lot of y'all ain't. And the reason I know a lot of y'all ain't is because I didn't know none of you before this. I know who was involved before and who wasn't. I stood with them all over this country. Past 5 years, I got to know a lot of people. And there's a lot of people in these comments right here. Now, they may have been a few of them that you was at, that I was at, because they was at several, especially last November, December, and January. There was millions in D.C. all 3 months, and I was there all 3 times. So, if you was at one of them, we probably didn't see each other. But if it's on the other levels, back when we was traveling all over the country, like Portland, Oregon, Jacksonville, Florida, Boston, wherever it may be, they was a small enough number of us that I just about knew everybody that was there. You know, the couple hundred that was there, I knew them from all over the country. I still know them now. And what I'm saying is that there's people in the comments now that I didn't know then. Was you there? Was you doing anything then? I'm curious. Do you not care? It's crazy. I get talking about them numbers just keep falling out. That's good, man. I only want real people. I'm not in this for friends. It would tickle me death if it's just down to around 8 or 9, because I know that's a solid. I know that's a solid number of real people. Because, guys, I don't care who you are and what live feed you do, there's fakes and trolls in every single one. There's a lot of people watching on the outside right now because they're afraid to click in because they're afraid the algorithms will show me who they are. Right? I get that. Look, I love you anyway. I don't care. I'm not in this for competition or none of that, you know. I just love God, and I love God and I love His country, and I try to do what's right for everybody. Anybody else got any prayer requests? We're going to pray right now. We're going to pray right now. Yeah, you pray for your grandson. And guys, look, man, I know I can't remember all. I'm not good with names at all. Really, I'm good with faces, and I'm getting better at these profile pictures here. But if I can't remember your prayer request, the Bible tells us God knows it before we even speak it. So that's the main thing. All right, guys, let's have. Hey, if you posted it, God knows about it. Let's have. I'm gonna get down here, guys. I get good night. All right, guys. Heavenly Father, God, Lord, as we bow in your holy presence, Lord, we want to thank you, Lord, for another day of life, God. Lord God, you know all these prayer requests, Lord. You know each and every heart, God, that's in these comments, God, tonight, Lord. You know if they watch them 3 or 4 months from now, you still know their heart, God, tonight. Lord, I pray, Lord, that whatever request, God, that they got, even if they didn't type it in, God, maybe it need to be unspoken, God, Lord, you still know, God, that prayer request, Lord. I pray, Lord, tonight, Lord, that you just have your will and your way, God, in their life, Lord, and answer that prayer request, God, according to your will, not theirs, Lord, according to your will. Lord, I also pray tonight, going in here tonight, Lord, that don't know you, God. Lord, I pray, Lord, that there be maybe somebody type in the comments, God, Lord, maybe a testimony or something, somebody type in, God, to get them, Lord, or maybe something I've said, God, to get them to come to know you tonight, God, before it's too late. Maybe it be 2 months from now. Lord, we know that your power, your grace, and your mercy, God, is strong, Lord, and this prayer right here, maybe even 2 months from now, I feel will be answered by somebody. Lord, I pray, God, tonight, Lord, for the ones that are sick, God, Lord, the ones that may be in the hospital, Lord, the ones that the kids that's going through all this evil, God, that's getting ready to get laid upon them, God, Lord, I pray, Lord, that somehow you just lay your hands on them, Lord, and just let them know that you comfort them, God. Lord, I pray, Lord, all these people, Lord, if they backslid, God, if they used to know you and they don't know you no more, Lord, I pray, God, you do whatever it takes, God. If you got to yank them back down to rock bottom, Lord, to save their salvation, Lord, I pray, God, that's what be done. Lord, we know, God, the devil is strong, God, and wake up daily, Lord, with him on our backs, Lord. Without your power, God, we know, Lord, we'd be nothing, Lord. Lord, I just want to thank you, God, for your power, Lord, because without you, God, there's no way I can do it alone. And guys, Lord, I pray, God, tonight, Lord, that if somebody don't know, I feel like somebody's going to watch this, like a lot of lost people, Lord. I know the evil that's out there, God. I just pray maybe one, God, would come to you, Lord. Lord Jesus, we ask all this in your heavenly name, God. We do, in Jesus' name, I do humbly pray. Amen. Guys, if you know somebody, say somebody in your family, send them this. If you know they don't know God, send them this video. You know, I'm first to admit that you need a personal relationship with Christ. He will talk to you. And I'll say this, once he talks, once you actually hear him talk to you, I promise you'll listen. And let me give you a little bit more advice. And this, I guess, the easiest advice I can give you is you need to go to God willingly. Don't make him get your attention. Because I promise, if he wants your attention, he's going to get it. Don't do that. Just willingly go. It's so much better. Because if he wants your attention, he's going to get it anyway. And I pray he does. You know, I don't want to, wish no harm or bad on nobody. But when it comes to your salvation, if you got to go through hell down here, which we all kind of are in different ways, the reward's going to be worth it. Okay? I mean, that's it. That's our main job, is to bring people to God. So if you know somebody in your family that don't know God, or they backslid, or you think they whatever, send them this. Maybe this right here, at least it'll make them think, right? Because I say this, if they've made it to this point, I've done planted the seed. God will water it. You know, or maybe you typed in something in the comments. Maybe you planted the seed. I don't know. Tag their name in it. I don't know. And look, I'll never call nobody out or nothing like that. I think everybody needs to live for God. I don't know how else to say it. So, look, guys, say a prayer for our country. Pray for our president. Say a prayer for one another. Say a prayer for our troops. Say happy birthday to the Marines today. I got a lot of buddies that's Marines. Thank God they're my buddies, because some of them are some of the toughest people I know. But happy birthday to the Marines, man. I love y'all. I always got you back. Thank God you're on our side. Guys, y'all have a good night. God bless y'all. Yes, absolutely. Rittenhouse is going to be walking soon. He needs our support, guys. He needs our support. We should never let this happen. But look, I'll talk to y'all tomorrow night sometime. Good little will, and God bless. I love y'all. See y'all tomorrow.